everybody. I'm Jarrad.
I'm Nick, and we're opening another case here. This is courtesy of Jarrad's purchase.
Yep. I will be the first to admit that yesterday morning on our local bad chat, I said I was pretty disappointed and a bit gutted and not looking forward to Monarch. Today we started getting some brute spoilers, and I have changed completely to the point that I'm buying a case of Rathe, hoping to open some goodies for my brute.
So, I assume you're hoping to open, like, the scab skins for starters. That would be probably an ideal start, right?
Yep, and in current news, no more slabs and things, so my cold foil ones that I've got...
Going back on the shelf.
Yep, they're going back in a box somewhere, so I need a pair to actually start playing.
Yeah.
So, here we go.
Alright. Is there anything else that you're after from Welcome to Rathe, or is that just it?
A heart or two would be good.
A heart would always be good. So
two hearts would be better than one.
He's already starting off great with a Toma Fiendel. That is hogs. 2 rares, foil.
Yep.
Nothing great, nothing to send home to the bank. But a strong start at least $30+ is a good start.
Yeah. Couple rares and a foil.
Yeah, a couple rares again and a foil.
Common,
so, are you excited about all the Shadow Brute and the Brute stuff that's been announced?
I'm looking forward to it.
It looks very, very interesting mechanics there.
Yeah, trying to figure out how to balance everything is going to be interesting.
I think it involves a lot more like different builds of decks. It's actually going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and I was actually... A lot of people weren't so happy with the announcement that we were not going retrospective with the new talents.
Yeah.
Is that what they were called? Talents? I'm actually quite looking forward to it because I kind of feel like everyone all the current heroes get to sort of stay where they are, and I think they're all in a reasonably good position.
Yeah.
I don't feel like any of the spoiled Dark Brute stuff's actually overpowered or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, 2 more rares, and we got a foil Majestic. Still Blaze Supremacy.
Nice.
So already, for the first box, we're off to a strong start with a Toma Fiendel and a foil Majestic. Nothing else so far, but a strong start is a strong start, right?
Yep.
This is just like the last opening.
Strong start, man.
Got a full steel blade.
Alright.
Well,
so,
as long as the rest of my case looks like Nick's, I will be stoked.
So, Drone Brutality, Hurricane Technique, non-foil, and a Time Snap, which I will actually put aside because I value it as actually higher than just a normal foil rare because it is way more played.
Agreed. The only foil rare I'd take over that one would be a drone, just because people are silly and paying money for them.
Yes. The difference in price from an alpha, though, is crazy at the moment.
Yeah, I've got to go and look through all my old alpha rares.
We got another Time Snap and a Staunch, and then we got a foil Demolition Crew.
Demolition Crew is a card that at our local... Woohoo! There it is.
And wow, what a brute pack to go off with. We're already got what we wanted.
There we go.
And then Greg over here is upset because he's not making as many sales today because of this.
Put him over there.
So
what I was saying was at the local skirmish, Demolition Crew demolished me, and I've never seen the card played because obviously I mainly just play Constructed or Blitz. Didn't play too much Sealed, but that card is nuts, actually.
yeah,
It really hurts.
it's actually one of the most interesting artworks for the set because it actually portrays a different style from most of the other artwork.
Yeah. So, Spinal Crush, that'll help. I think I'm short one of those, so that's perfect.
Yeah, I was too until today as well, and now I have 2 more than I need. So Flick Flack, Showtime, and a foil League Tap.
Nice, I'm just going to pop all my rares and a pile there.
Yeah,
Tidy them up. It's my first case opening, so I don't really know where to chuck things. Good stuff in the middle.
good stuff in the middle. Put the good stuff in the very, very middle. And we just got supers that we'll just chuck there.
Sweet. Greg, do you want to buy the rest of this case back from me? I've got my scab skins.
Yeah. Hey, mate,
Just
mate.
kidding, bro.
At this roll, there's probably another Legendary.
Give you $80 for 3 boxes.
Okay, couple rares and a nimbly strike.
Yeah, a couple rares and a whelming gust wave.
Wrong colour whelming.
Yeah. You need blues.
Yeah. Brute's the only real hero that likes yellows, let's be honest.
Yeah. Alright. Got a breakneck battery and a blessing of deliverance and a Goliath gauntlet foil. Very nice.
I know it's a specialisation, but it's definitely a Brute case so far.
Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, you won't be able to play it in the new hero.
I won't.
But it's still a very nice card, and I'm sure there are other cards that can go back into the new, into Rana that you don't actually have to play.
Yeah.
That will help that along. Alright, we got a Savage Beast, Barrage and Beatdown, another Brute pack, with Brute information everywhere, and a Score of the Battlescape.
Oh, Steel Blade Shunt, Disable, and Wounding Blow. So,
Very well. Alright.
last
Pack,
of this
first
case.
box. So far, we are looking at incredible value. We are.
I missed
already-
that when you pulled that. Nice.
We're already plus 250 mark, which is over half the case price, which is pretty good.
Yep. Energy Potion, Snatch, and Slog.
So first box starts off well.
Pretty happy with that one,
Yeah.
actually.
If they keep as strong as this, he stands to be incredibly plus of what he just paid for, to be honest.
Yeah, because looking at what you should get out of a box anyway, if you're looking at the odds previously, is 4 supers, 2 majestics, and anything else is golden. So literally that entire line of goodness is extra.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Above average box.
Yep. So for those wondering when I said I hope this one's anywhere near as good as Nick's one,
We're starting off strong for that. We're very strong for that.
yeah,
Hopefully we can get there, because after my one, I don't want to...
well, it's okay. At least your one hasn't jinxed my one because
Yes, you got a scab
I'm,
skin.
I'm where I need to be. So
Yeah.
that's the key thing.
All right. Let's see if we can start off strong with the first 2 packs.
Yeah,
This
this one.
pack feels really thick for some reason.
Actually, I had one before. Felt like
Really
that,
thick.
but yeah.
I felt like there was more cards in it than before, but... Alright, so we're not starting as strong, but we got a Flusterfist, a Disabled, and a Razor Reflex.
We are because
foil.
this one's going to have a heart in it.
We got a heart.
Doesn't, but I did get a drone. I got a drone.
Drone. Got a drone. I think there's a blue drone in here or something as well.
Yeah. So Greg said before we started, this is his last case that would have drones in it. So I'm getting the last drones in the store.
Yes.
Other than the few packs over there, maybe. But woohoo!
Yeah. I don't think he has any actually open packs.
Nope. So
Flick flick. Steel Blade Supremacy
woohoo!
for just a normal Majestic and a Demolition Crew.
Oh, nothing spectacular in my one.
Some
And actually, Warrior's one of those heroes I've never played and always bagged on, but I was sort of thinking I'd give it a go. So
I honestly think
this
you
is
should.
helping.
It can be a very fun hero to play, but it also can turn depending on how your opponent blocks.
Woohoo.
And
Shiny
to
bolters as I talk about it.
yes, as to forces opinion more, there's something else you can play. Just two rares and a Surging Strike.
2 rares and that's right, the refraction bolters.
Yeah.
The hard thing is Smash Instinct's actually really hard to tell when it is foil. It's
Yes.
the least foily foil I've ever seen.
Yes, you're not wrong there. All right, we got another Flusterfist, a Sigil of Solace, and a Leg Tap.
Okay, Sigil, Feast, and a Shiny Forge for War.
I didn't pull a single Forge for War from my case, so I mean, it's better than my case now.
Well, to be honest, I actually went through my alphas the other day, and Forge for War is the only super that I don't have, yet I've got
Yeah.
pretty much every other card almost in a playset.
Yeah.
But
So I thought I had a playset of everything as well, and it turns out I was missing a Spinal and a Cranial, and they were the only 2 that I was missing for non-foil alphas. I was like, oh, well, got both of them from Unlimited to go into my deck, which
Yeah.
is a bit guttering, but oh well.
Oh,
Another drone? Oof, oof.
This box is really helping
Yeah.
me decide that I might actually have to build
Warrior.
Warrior.
What do we need? We need. I don't think I got any glints either, did I?
No, you
Didn't.
can
No glints.
multiple steel blades of privacy.
Yeah, multiple singing steel blades. So far I am not doing him any favors and pulling anything except for one steel blade's premising. But we got a flick flack, we got a cranial crush.
Woohoo!
Oh, sorry, wrong one. And Slogism.
This is working out really well because Ninja's the one hero that I'm not planning on building at the moment.
Any particular reason why? Is it just not your play style?
Katsu was the first hero I ever played, and I actually really enjoyed it. I moved on to Wizard after that.
Different play styles, completely different heroes.
Yeah, got myself handed to me every single game I played. But just sort of moved on from Katsu and never came back. Another drone. So yeah, just never really went back to Katsu, and quite like the other hero playstyles. Probably, if I call myself anything, be a brute main.
Yeah.
So very stoked for those leathers, especially in the new set so far. What we've seen, so we'll see what else comes of it.
Yeah.
Not much in this one.
Shunt,
Woohoo.
Bonehead Barrier, and a Nature's Path Pilgrimage. So, any speculation as to what our other shadow hero is going to be? I hear speculation of a wizard.
That was... See, my thoughts are either wizard or ninja. And my logic behind that is the specialization
Since
says you
it's
need to
6
pay
cards.
6 cards in a turn.
Yeah.
Feel
Very
like-
interesting.
Yeah, and obviously new heroes, dark heroes will have slightly different takes on things, but given the new Dark Brute still has the 6+,
Yeah. So,
I kind of feel like they're going to keep a line. And given the amount of go again Ninja has, I feel like if you're going to get 6 cards off in a turn, yeah, you're going to need a lot of go again. So.
yes. And Ninja has that more than Wizard, right?
Yeah, although, I mean, we've all seen Wizard turns where you drop 10 cards on the table and someone says, how the hell did you do that?
Yeah.
So I think Wizard's got the ability to. That's a nice one, a drone and a cranial.
Well, Warrior's Valor, Blackout Kick, and a foil Megenchi release.
Ooh.
So, and after discussing that, what do you think about light heroes? Do you think there's going to be a warrior there? I think there is a warrior there. But what about the other slot?
You think there is a warrior?
I think one of them is guaranteed to be a warrior.
I feel like they've...
It's all coming out of Solana, so I would like to think that one of them's a warrior.
I know, but the thing about Solana is... one foil rare out of that one, but not much else. Is there's a lot of different... Now, I'm terrible at the lore, I haven't read the book, but there's a lot of different jobs that you can end up with, and we've already had one warrior out of Solana, and I kind of feel like they might change class on it.
Do you think new class, or... So there was
I'm
speculation.
hoping merchant. Yeah. But I kind of feel like if we're going to get a merchant, it's probably... Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah. Staunch, Savage, and Smash. Nothing.
Got a
really
route to help me out with.
His warrior build.
So yeah, it's hard. Everyone's hoping for and saying we're going to get a merchant. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe merchant's the dark one.
Yeah.
We don't know what merchant does, and maybe merchant does lots of stuff at the same time. Selling lots of things to people, who knows?
Snatch, Flick Flack, and Nature's Path Pilgrimage.
Oh, Savage Feast, Blackout Kick, and
So,
a Bellow.
Overall, this is probably what we would consider an average box. It's not above average, and it's probably leaning more towards the below average. You did get two Majestics, the Steel Blade Supremacy, a Glint, and then you actually just got a whole bunch of supers.
4,
Five,
6, 4, 5, and the Forge came from this one?
Yeah. So Forge and Megenchi both came from this one.
So, again, I'd say above average then, because the idea is 2 and 4. It's 2 and 4?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, 2 and 4 totaling 6, or was it 2 and 6 totaling 8? Can't remember.
Yeah, it might have been 2 and 6. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know,
But hey,
value-wise, it's below average.
value-wise, it's not good.
Yeah, it's not a good lead.
But you can't be going into
Although-
a case trying to make money.
Money, yes. Although I did find that when I did open cases, you usually get one dud box, and the rest tend to be a lot better.
Cool. So this one's got the half then.
Yeah, so half
Nick
this box.
has confirmed.
I have confirmed.
And a red foil scarf for a scarf.
Oh yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
well,
Greg needs
I
a
have
foil
not come
scarf
across
for a
one.
scar, so
Yet either. Did you come across one?
no.
I feel like you would have called it out if you did.
I would
so
have, I
yeah,
would.
I don't know.
I'll tell you
They don't
what,
exist.
Greg. If this case has a heart in it, I have a red foil scarf or a scar at home you can have, mate.
All right. Breakneck battery and a Magenchi release and Assidual Source. So already we're starting off with a super.
Oh yeah. Just a meh.
Just a meh. So if you think Merchant could be one of them and might not be, but might be,
Yeah.
what do you think the other light hero would be?
Oh no, I think if we get Merchant, that's going to be dark.
Oh, and you're going to like me a
oh
lot.
booyah.
Unfortunately, not braces for the warrior that you want to play, but let's carry on. So we got, just a couple of rares and then a Mask of Momentum.
Booyah.
So a double legendary case again with still one more full box to go. So I mean, not likely, but there is the 0.00001% chance that this is a triple legendary case
Yeah, and there was
with a Fable in
It
it.
was a good double pack opening. Got the Alpha Rampage there. I think that's the third for the Rhino that I need.
So that was my third pack, and I've pulled two ninja things. So this is already feeling like a ninja box all the way through,
This
which is not what really he wanted.
it's
but
it's exactly
will
what it
do.
didn't want. But I mean, hey, I'm not going to say no,
No
to
to
a
a
Mask
Mask
of
of Momentum.
Momentum.
Yeah. The Staunch, Drone of Vitality, and a Wounding Blow. So another drone.
Cool. Time Snap, Flick Flack, and Stonewall Confidence. And we're already more than halfway through, and I've decided to swap these around because of the way that I pop them out. Should have done that earlier.
All right, so we got Steel Blade Shunt, Blackout Kick, and another Blackout Kick. So
Yeah.
we're starting to lean towards Ninja now,
Yeah,
which is
cool.
not.
I see some Singing Steelblade maybe there.
Ooh.
Warrior Valor, Singing Steelblade, and a shiny helmet.
Nice. So that's a double equipment slot, foil equipment slot
Yeah.
filled up.
Well, five foil equipment out of 3 boxes. I'll take that.
Yes. Yeah. I still think you'll probably get 2 more actual equipment ones, because that's
Yeah.
about what I got. Sigil, Snatch, and Sharpened Steel.
Cool. So I have a Flusterfist, Overpower, and Stroke. So I have to say, if we end the case right now, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
1 box to go.
Yeah.
I was really, really worried when I walked in and saw your haul from the last one, man. Now all I need is that E-Strike.
Yeah, full E-Strike. What's the full E-Strike?
I'll take a normal one, man. Honestly, I'll be happy with a normal one.
Oh my god.
Um,
So he just pulled his second
Second
foiled
foil.
Steelblade Supremacy.
Yep.
Very nice. So we got 2 of them and 1 of those.
Yep.
And we're not even going to name them because they don't compare to anything he just pulled in.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping by
I
the time we finish this, actually, there's another spoiler to look at, to be quite honest.
you know this is happening, or you?
No, I'm hoping
You're
there's
hoping.
another. I'm hoping
Yes.
there's another one to look at. So Warriors Valor, another Bone New Barrier, and a Branching Brawnhide.
A couple rares and a foil.
Yeah, 2 blues and a green.
Yep.
Alright, Energy Pot, Steelblade Shunt, and a Smash Instinct.
Yep. Told you. Can anyone actually see that that's foil? No. you
No,
can't.
I can't tell at all.
If it wasn't in that slot, you wouldn't know.
No, I wouldn't have not.
Yeah. Couple
Flock.
rares and a foil. If it was a red flock, I'd be pretty happy. I quite like flock.
Drone,
Woohoo!
Blessings, and a Cartilage Crush.
That's one thing I did.
I hope we... here we go. One of the light heroes is that dwarf.
Yes, come on,
Need it.
dwarf. That little dude
dude.
in that artwork, man. I really want a dwarf.
Alright.
Because here's my logic.
Are they going to
behind
claim
this.
he's a dwarf or a hobbit?
Dwarf.
Because it's New Zealand. I don't.
Nah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they can't, but they might have got licensing. They might have, because they actually sent off stuff to Weta Workshop and in talks with Peter Jackson like ages and ages and ages ago.
Really?
Yes. So I know for a fact one of the kind mats went to Weta Workshop for a reason.
Wow, okay.
So I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe I'm just highly speculating here, but
Don't know.
maybe.
The dude's pretty robust and pretty wide. So I think I'm going dwarf. And the other reason I'm going dwarf
like,
is
to be honest, it could be a Gimli reincarnated,
yeah,
right?
there you go. But if we're going to be talking about having money, you need someone to mine that. And who mines the gold?
The dwarfs. They do it better than anyone else.
Yep. Crippling
Potion.
Crush.
Overpowered. Blessings. He got a Crippling Crush. I didn't even get a Crippling Crush. It's one card that in Rathe that I very much like in foil. It is a very nice
it's
card.
beautiful in
the
foil.
colours that flow around it are just amazing.
That's probably my favourite rainbow foil, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Flick Flat, Blackout Kick, Nimblism. Nothing of significant of yelling out to me.
2 rares and a foil.
So aside from pulling a Mask of Momentum and Gentry Release and a Bonehead Barrier, I have done nothing for him this case.
Aside from making half the money back, you've done nothing.
Nothing.
What have I got? 2 rares and a foil. Oh, it's a blue scar.
Oh, it's a,
You can hear the groan coming from Greg in the background. He saw Scar and he was
pummel.
hopeful.
We are coming up to 4 cases without a foil red scarf.
yeah, foil. I told you, man. They took them out. Unlimited, they were like, cut it. Get it out here. We don't want people playing with this card anymore.
Okay, so you lied to me. There was no heart in this
I did.
box.
I apologize.
That's rough.
That's
Okay.
all right. I think the mask makes up for 5%,
does.
10% of that.
Yeah, and I have to say the one thing that I find weird about this game, I know everything's going to be priced based on its rarity as well as its usability, but Mask's worth way too much.
Yeah.
In comparison to the other legends out there, I just...
I think what happened was actually at the start of Unlimited, people weren't able to seem to pull Mask. It seemed harder to pull. I know for a fact that Matt opened heaps of cases and he struggled to pull any more than 2 Masks. And he'd already pre-sold them and he pulled bunches and bunches of the other legendaries, including Tunic itself. So, I think that's where the value came from, is people just haven't pulled it. It's not like it's any less rare than the others, I don't think, but people just haven't pulled it. Oh, there's a red Scarfer Scar, but it's not foil.
I wish you guys could see Greg's face, eh?
Just staunch, blessings, and barraging.
Oh yeah,
Not
shiny
a-
barraging, I'm happy with.
Yeah. Not a strong start to the last box, but
Hey.
at that point, we're already at a value and above. So.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I have noticed about the Dark Brute so far, or Shadow Brute, is it doesn't have a lot of helpful pitch.
Why didn't they go dark? Why didn't they say light and dark? Why did they go light and shadow is what I
Yeah.
want to know. What was it? They're not allowed to write dark or something?
Nah, they're in the shadows. Woohoo!
Yeah. Ooh, singing Steelblade.
Shiny
falling.
singing steel blade. So I do believe this case has convinced me that I will need to now build
Warrior.
Warrior. That looks pretty
And
good.
if that doesn't help solidify it anymore, Savage Feast. And you know what? Another
Okay,
Steelblade
so
Supremacy.
I've got too many steel blade supremacies. Damn.
I can't play it now. Here's too many. Damn it.
Okay, drone, Warrior's Valor, and a shiny flick flack.
Ooh, well, I thought Steelblade Shunt, Sigil, and Backbone
Strapping.
Strapping.
Okay,
Foil.
that'll do.
So, by my calculation, we are actually about 1 foil equipment short.
See, I thought it was.
It was.
I thought
it was
it was
supposed to be
3
1
to
per box.
Yeah, I thought it was sort of 3
3
to
and then
4
one
in a
legion,
case because
yeah.
I've definitely had.
But with
few boxes
Unlimited, I have
without.
been getting far, far more.
Oh,
There's a card I
you're
didn't
gonna
even
need
see
that.
in mine. Yes. Blood Rush Bellows is looking like a really god tier card with all these Shadow Brute cards coming out. And it's very playable in it because it is not a specialization.
Exactly.
So any one of your 3 builds or 4 builds can have it.
I feel like a turn where you can drop a Blood Rush Bellow followed by the new spoiled card with the name this long. followed by
Boneyard Marauder? Or
Yeah, no,
the
like
other
the
one?
one that's got the enormous name that's almost like the
Oh,
Blood Rose Fellow.
Blitz-A-Thon, what's this thing?
Yeah.
The big...
Blasphemy Watson thing,
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a really long name, so I only looked at Blitz-A-Thon and I was like, I'm done. Breakneck Battery, Time Snap, and a Surging Strike.
Okay, I have Blackout Kick, Blessing, 2 rares and a foil.
Yeah. Feels like bad loot when you see that. Oh, here we go. We got Staunch Response, another Forge for War, and just a Sluggism. Not really anything amazing, but, you know, another
But,
super.
hey, when there's a super.
There's a super.
Okay, so I have Disable, Barraging, and so 2 rares and a foil, but one of them is Barraging, so that's good.
So not to pry too much, I assume you've got a nice amount of Monarch First Edition for yourself?
I did.
Are you looking at opening your Monarch First Edition or holding it?
So when I was pre-ordering, I was trying to get up to 10 cases, which I did not get. That would be awesome. And the plan was to open all of it.
And I see.
And now with prices being as silly as they are,
2,000 US for a case at the
I
moment?
know I can't justify opening as many as I was going to. I'm still opening at least half of what I'm getting though. But yeah, it's gonna be alright. I was definitely planning on opening all of what I got until that came out. So yeah, 2 rares and a foil on that one.
So even with the prices going up, I still plan to open 50%, over 50% of what I am getting with my fellow partner.
Yeah.
And that is a lot more than what most people will be getting, in my opinion,
Yes.
especially in New Zealand.
I feel like New Zealand was shortchanged.
I feel like
I don't know.
I don't blame them though. We
We
got a lot
of the
Alpha,
early stuff, so
you know.
so fair call.
Yeah.
We love you, Alice.
We love you, Alice.
we
yes,
do. We
but
love you, mate.
Don't shortchange me next year, man. Kingdom Come, I
Yeah.
want each store to have an allocation of 50 each in New Zealand and screw the rest of the world.
But yeah, like you said, fair enough that we did get shortchanged, and especially when you see a lot of what's happening in the States and people are getting their orders sent back to them, refunds, not getting it. It's pretty rough, and we're lucky in New Zealand that we've got local game stores. Definitely in the States there are a couple that are doing the same thing where you come in and you see me, I'll look after you.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the problem occurred, whether it was LSS like over-promising to distributors and then distributors over-promising, or if it was distributors over-promising to stores and then stores selling the slots before they should have. Like,
yeah,
it's probably not the best handled situation, but at the same time, I don't disagree with the amount of first edition that there is. Like, I don't know how many there is, but the limited amount that there is, I actually fully agree with it because of how far away Unlimited is.
Yeah, I'm really big on the first. I quite like the idea of first and then Unlimited. I am looking at it thinking when Kingdom comes, I'm gonna be probably paying pretty high, high just to get the first, but. Hey, it is what it is, and that's sort of how this game's structured, and I like how it's structured.
Yep.
I do feel that I very much doubt that it would have been LSS over-promising.
Yeah.
Because they know exactly what their print run is prior, I assume.
Yeah, I assume.
Prior to sending things out, I'm pretty sure they know exactly what their print run is, so I doubt they're going to be over-promising to
distributions and
places.
stores, then having a miscommunication of some sort.
Yeah, but I mean, early on, or late last year, a couple stores opened up, and who knows what they knew when they opened up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it dried up pretty quick.
Yeah. Flick Flack, Steelblade Shunt, and a Flock for my last pack on the side.
Right. Okay.
It doesn't exist. I'm telling you, mate, it's gone.
I'm starting to think that they intended to ban Scarfer Sky Red.
This is Scarf, but it's not foil.
Okay, we have
It's
a
unfortunate.
Reckless Swing and a Sink Below.
That's a blue Sink Below.
I know. So, this box was average.
So this was
It
like
was below average, wasn't it? We
yeah,
had,
two Majestics though.
Yeah, well, we had the 2 Majestics. We had
foil
a couple of
and
supers.
3
we
or
had the
4
foil.
supers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So not amazing. 2 average boxes and 2 very very good boxes.
Yep.
So
if let's put these things in a bit of an order and do a bit of a recap. Let's go through it. So, Cool. Super wise, a reasonable split. Across, got some brute heavy here. A couple boneheads, reckless, couple sand sketched. Warrior, despite being pretty good overall, only had a couple of supers. We've got our guardian here with a couple of cranial. Oh, it's
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure you pulled a shining one.
I was
and
like, yeah, I thought
where
I
is
did.
it? Then I was like, oh, there it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's up
Oh.
there. Sweet. Not too fussed about ninja, so that's okay. Although in saying that, Mugenshi was the hardest one for me to pull in alpha, so at least I got those to help me out. Not going to help me out hugely, but in saying that, I am going to probably build Reinhardt as well, so I can see both of the brutes going against each other, see how they roll. And I am 1 alpha short until now, so that's perfect. A blood rush, I'm 1 blood rush short until now, so this case has basically filled in all of my unlimited slots that I needed. Again, spinal, and then supremacy and stuff. So I think pretty much all the slots I needed to fill, this box did.
Good.
So that's worked out real well. Except for Enlightened Strike.
Yeah,
Still need to
unfortunately,
find
no
those.
Enlightened Strikes.
That's okay. I can't be upset when I'm sitting here with 2 L's out of a box, 2 foil supremacies,
And a tome.
and a tome.
Very good value card.
Yeah, exactly. And a
Foil
foil equipment for each of the 2 heroes I'm planning on building, as well as Goliath Gauntlet, which will fit in most, so it should fit in the brute deck pretty easily, and Iron Rod Helm, probably won't
See much play.
No,
Skull cap.
I've got a skull cap at home
Yeah.
that my son decided to open. He's the only one that until now has opened any legends for me, so that's pretty good. 3-year-old sitting cracking packs like this and throwing them. All he cares about is opening, and then he throws the cards to the side. So luckily I found it before it hit the ground. So yeah, the Iron Rot Helm won't get played, but I'm very, very stoked with this. It's ticked every box I needed it to.
Yes, it's not the negative case that you were worried that it might be after seeing the last case.
I think
Well-
the best at Dice Jar games.
Yeah. To be fair, when I walked in, I saw 2 legendaries, a foil supremacy, a foil E-strike,
And a foil Lord of Wind.
and a foil Lord of Wind. So I was pretty sure that I got cut off and wasn't going to get much in mine, but stoked.
Yes.
Sweet. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Awesome.